I'm Kristen White.
And I'm Avery Davidson. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together every week.
Well, it's easy to take for granted where our next meal comes from. There's such an abundance of food in America that we rarely stop to consider how the food we love gets to us.
But there's a lot of work, care, and attention that goes into every bite you take. TWILA's Neil Melancon focuses on beef and follows it from the pasture to the plate.
When Justin Murray comes home from work here in Covington, he's like many families who are hungry. It's Taco Tuesday here, and his wife, Carrie Jane, and daughter Cecilia are eager for these steak-filled delights. It's an easy meal for Justin, who just has to head to his deep freeze.
But generally, we have these two freezer racks full of beef, and that's what we'll eat for the remainder of the year, or for a 12-month period.
But where does all this beef come from? It all starts right here on the farm of Amelia Kent. Of course, beef comes from cows, but the steak in the Murray freezer comes specifically from these Angus cattle. Amelia has the normal work of checking her herds and fences, but something you might not think of is the grass under their feet. It has to be managed and cared for to produce the meat that's feeding the Murrays tonight. Their home-cooked meal literally starts from the ground up.
Because of the way the property is structured with multiple pastures, we're able to better utilize the grass from a grazing standpoint, rotational grazing, which in turn enhances our efficiency.
Making sure everything runs efficiently is a normal part of business, and it's no different for Kent Farms. The Kents are a cow-calf operation, which means they sell calves to feedlots so they can grow into cattle for commercial use in restaurants and grocery stores. In order for the Kents to grow their business, they've started a custom beef business. That means Amelia spends a good bit of time in her office. Now, she's got some help here, of course, but she still has plenty of work to do keeping everyone's orders straight.
For us, consumer outreach and communicating with the consumer is a great benefit of this, but we've always been and still are seeking ways of diversification.
Customers can directly pick out the cow that they want from Amelia, but that cow has to be processed. This is where places like Coutreras Meat Market comes in. Located in Kentwood, Coutreras has been supplying this area with custom meats for more than 50 years. In that time, they've developed a tagging system that makes sure the beef you order gets directly to you.
For anybody's animals to get mixed up, that tagging process follows the animal through the whole system. So there's never a time here when your meat doesn't have your name on it.
Here at Coutreras, they can cut up the meat to anyone's specification, from big T-bones to hamburger meat, and even more rare cuts that you can't get at a chain grocery store. Raymond says while they can provide whatever a customer wants, they can't do it without the relationship they have with the farmers.
The whole premise of this thing was custom butchering from the very beginning. Since then, we've branched out into retail meat market, and we do a really nice smoked sausage that we're famous for, but the heartbeat of our business has always been our farmers.
That direct relationship and care is what has brought Justin Murray here to load up his truck like he did over the summer. The beef that he brought in is still going strong here in the fall, and the tacos are ready. It only took about 35 minutes before the Murrays were sitting down to this delicious meal here in late October.
I got a gift of a spider ring from little Cecilia there, and it's another gift in addition to this wonderful meal here that they've given me. And as you saw, it's a quick turnaround to get it prepared and here on the plate to eat. But it's a little more involved when you bring the farmers and those who prepare the beef, but it's well worth the wait, as I'm getting ready to find out. That's really good. For This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm a very content Neil Melancon.
As you saw in that video, Justin Murray travels quite a bit for his custom cuts from Coutreras, but direct marketed beef is closer and cheaper than you think, like Woldridge meat over there in Caddo Parish. For more information on places like Coutreras or for delivery options such as Indie Plate, you can head over to our website at twilatv.org.